that would be useful to us, which, whether they are censored or not, the fact remains that the media today cannot carry all the news that may be useful to us. That is why the internet has become extremely important as a source of information and knowledge for all of us. Of course, now the internet comes in various languages, but still English is very important. So while we must be proud of our own language, we want it to become a world language, but the fact still remains that until we acquire the knowledge that will help develop our country, our language will not be looked up to, will not be learned, because it's not so useful for people. And in order to promote your language, you have to be successful. Your nation will have to be successful. You yourself must be successful. If you are successful, then people will want to know more about you, and they will learn your language. But if you are a failure, nobody will want to learn your language. You know, there are lots of so-called primitive people. They speak their own language, but who wants to learn their language? Because there is no benefit from that, because you cannot even trade with them, much less gain knowledge from them. So because we want our language to be highly respected, the important thing is to make a success of yourself, to make the nation more successful. And to make the nation more successful, you have to access the knowledge that is available today. And that knowledge is available to us in English. Whether we like it or not, we have to master this language so that we can have the knowledge that will help us grow and develop and become strong and become a factor in the affairs of this world. So learning English is not being unpatriotic. It is because you are patriotic. You want your people to be very highly respected, and people will not respect people who are lacking in knowledge, and on the top of that, they are not successful. Now, once you have the knowledge, then we can begin to make use of the knowledge to better yourself. Whether the knowledge comes in the English language or in whatever language does not matter. What it matters is that you have acquired the knowledge, and with the knowledge, then you can succeed in your life. Now, today we accept that education is the most important factor in growing a nation. Fortunately, in Malaysia, people are very, they're very keen to gain an education. They will spend a lot of money on education. But there will be a lot of people who will not have the money for education, and therefore they must seek education at the lowest cost. I don't know how much OUM charges their students, but I'm quite sure it cannot be as costly as people who have to live on the campus in order to study at the university. You can stay at home, you can access the material coming from the OUM, and you can actually educate yourself so that you can become as well qualified as those who go to the other universities. This is the future. The future is for the open universities to expand and make education available to as many people as possible. With that, for that, you have to make full use of technology, modern technology, because technology is what is pushing us ahead. Technology today improves very, very rapidly. It was not so long ago when we need to dial in order to telephone somebody. Today you don't dial, you carry the whole telephone exchange and broadcasting station in your pocket. Because that is what your cellular phone is about. You are carrying a broadcasting station and a telephone exchange in your pocket, and you can talk to somebody in New York almost as if he is just next door. So this is a very powerful instrument. Of course, you can also literally broadcast a lot of things through the internet. Today, what you write here in your own room can reach the whole world. People with a computer can gain access to whatever it is that you write. This obviously gives an opportunity for us to spread knowledge very cheaply via the internet. The question is, how do we develop the program for this? I see that OUM has already developed several programs, and I'm quite sure that both the staff and the students will come up with more programs that will enable knowledge to be made available to as many people as possible, not only in this country, but also in other countries. Obviously, this is a contribution being made by technology, modern technology, to higher education. The more software you develop, which will make access to knowledge easier and cheaper, the more will new technology contribute towards university education in particular, and towards the spread of knowledge in general. So here is an opportunity, and we have already seen this being done by your university, and I would like to congratulate you for the programs, the software that you have developed. But there is a lot of room still for more new methods of spreading knowledge via the internet. First, of course, we have the Microsoft, and then we have Yahoo, and then we have Google, and now we have Twitter, and all kinds of systems are being developed. But that's not the end of it. There will be lots more systems that can be developed, software that can be developed, which will contribute much towards spreading university education to people who otherwise would not be able to gain access to university education. Or maybe they have no opportunity to go to the university because the places in the universities are limited. Maybe it is because they are too poor, or they are too preoccupied with their own work and they have no time. So for these people, and there are many such people in this country and elsewhere, the open university concept will benefit them. But it will benefit them even more if new softwares are developed, which will make it much easier for them to interact with their computer and with the university, so that they will not be lagging behind in terms of acquisition of knowledge in a world that has become a civilization based on knowledge. So the contribution of technology for the future of university education has only just begun. The potential is much greater. And I'm quite sure that people who sit down and think about how to make use of this mass of information and how to enable the information to reach the desired target, they will come up